All right, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Here we are again. It's that time. It is the first official snow day, and I am rocking a killer cold. So I'm going to be here for the market open and not much after. Probably about an hour and a half stream at most today, guys. I'm going to do my absolute best to just rock it here. But wicked winter cold has swept through the family, and yeah, I'm nursing it hard. So if you see me downing cough suppressant, that's what's happening there. But here we are. It's a new day. It's tons of fun. Let's get down to it, shall we? Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's gonna be one of them days. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am gonna go get another coffee. I will be right back. We will get into marbles. We'll talk AstraZeneca. We'll talk space. We'll talk waiter today. We'll look at lockdown. We'll look at anything going on with the election because I think there was a little bit of buzz about something in Georgia happening. But we'll take a look at that. We will play marbles, guys. I should load that up before I go get coffee. That way you guys can just hit play. Give me a second. Marbles. There we go. Do 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 do. Loading, loading, loading. Morning, morning, morning. All right. Connecting to Twitch. There we go. Let's go here. We'll do the tricky abyss. I'll play against you guys as always. It's good to see you. I am the same millennial on the morning call. I am indeed. Go ahead, hop in here, guys. I'm going to grab a coffee. When I come back, we'll run this. You guys get to pick which stock we watch going into the day. It's going to be a wild ride. I'm looking forward to today. Hopefully, Waiter runs even further as more lockdowns come into place, but we'll take a look at that. Get in. I'm going to grab a coffee. I'll be right back. Most of you don't know this. The actual cure for the common cold is donuts and coffee. It's the Canadian way. Hmm. And off we go. Boost to win. Remember, it's rigged, guys. If you're a sub, you have a higher chance of winning. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but there it is. Not that I know of. Other than um, I know that I'm on here daily. Stocky's on here daily. Oh, it dropped down. I think Colonel is doing a daily call. Just take advantage of all the resources that are made available to you for sure. Ooh, that new follow, casual runner. Mm. That's on his Twitter. If Stocky posted it, it's on his Twitter. We came to Boogie. Thanks so much for the follow, man. Much appreciated. What's my price target for DGLY? $6. But the reason why I got into DGLY last week, guys, is with the electoral vote happening on December 15th and Trump's lawyers trying to push things to the Supreme Court as fast as possible, I think the riots are about to increase in a big way. And when riots go up, DGLY goes up. And Howell giving all those subs a run for their money. Same thing with Rich. Oh, we got to go up here. Roblox was one that I'm having a hard time with because few people have told me that you can't consider Roblox so much as a game as almost like a development software, which is kind of interesting to me. But at the same time, every Google that I do of Roblox is that they're open to potential lawsuits because there's a lot of inappropriate adult content on the platform mixed with children. So guys in there joking about incest, pedophilia. So for me, I have a general rule to stay as far away from anything like that as possible. Um, if you could invest in the Boy Scouts of America, would you? Probably not, right? Because they've got so many lawsuits against them right now for that kind of stuff. I just don't want anything to do with that. And so that's a bit of my concern with Roblox is that they're open to a lot of lawsuits if that crap proves to be true, and I'm not really interested in that. Nope, not interested. Come on, Saki. Do us proud. Do us proud. Get in there, man. Get in there.
Oh, this is an awkward time to join.
What's that?
I'm guessing you're on stream.
Yep. You're good. I just hopped down here so I wasn't bugging you guys.
Do what?
I hopped down here so I wasn't bugging you guys. That's Martini on the voice there, guys. You can hear Martini. She's up really early today. I'm very impressed.
So, you can put a Discord overlay up, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but my screen's already cluttered as hell anyway. Saki takes the win. Wow. Yeah, Martini. I know. We have a celebrity in our presence, guys. For those of you that don't know, Martini's now officially a Twitch partner. That's right. She gets that little blue check mark just like me. I'm super proud of her, guys. She's worked hard and she earned it. And screw all y'all haters that said she couldn't make it.
I still have to apply for it. What are you doing?
Well, hurry your ass up. I'm already pumping you.
Bro,
get on it.
I have to apply. Who knows if they want? I don't have enough. God.
You have enough God? There's no such thing as enough God.
Oh my God.
See? Prayer. Prayer first thing in the morning. This is what happens when Martina wakes up early. You can't hear all those other swear words that are coming in, but she is praying. Waiter again. All right. There's no such thing as too much waiter. I'm okay with that. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Yeah. Yeah, there's numbers and things and stuff there, for sure. We're up to like 76 viewers from Go. I'm okay with that. Have I looked at INPX? No, but I can. You want me to look at INPX? Let's look at INPX. INPX.
Yeah. Monkey see, monkey do.
Monkey do who?
Margot Robbie?
Okay. I pray for all you degenerates every morning before I get started. Don't you worry. Dear Lord, provide us the tendies we need to survive. We can talk about PIX again today. I got out profitable on that. I took about $1,000 on PIX and then dipped. We can talk about it. I'm not in it anymore. I still like it. It's not that I don't like it. It's just I want to make a better effort. That so often they enter these plays and they go up, $1,000, $1,500, and I just sit on them and I don't get out, and then it recover, comes back down, and it's like, okay, well, why am I just waiting on this? Why didn't I just sell it? If I still like the play, I'll wait for it to come back down and get back in, right? You are going to love The Complete Turtle Trader is an excellent book, and it's one of the ones that will teach you that idea that I know Martini and I both have talked about this. Um, that idea of when a stock is winning, you keep buying it, and when a stock is losing, you stay the hell away from it. You don't try to time the shift. You don't try to time the switch from loser to winner. Instead, you can leverage into winning positions, and you will actually make more and more and more money. Um, Baba calls right now are so risky. I think Baba's fine. I think one of the things that people miss on Baba is everybody likes to talk about Jack Ma, but Jack Ma is not actually the CEO of the company. So Daniel Zhang actually has a phenomenal relationship with the Chinese government. He is very quick to bow the knee when necessary, and I really like Baba. This negative sentiment towards Baba because of what happened with Ant Financial is kind of laughable to me, actually. It feels like a bunch of people that are completely oblivious to what Alibaba is and how much the Chinese government loves it. Um, so, I mean, interesting that everybody, as soon as there's one piece of negative news, is like, "Fuck this, I'm out." But what's the name of the book again? Complete Turtle Trader. Um, I guess I should start giving you guys this, right? Like, Complete Turtle Trader.
Give your Amazon affiliate link.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm doing. That one right there, guys. You can click that link, and I'll get a little cut of the proceeds should you purchase that. I don't recommend these other ones, Trend Following and Way of the Turtle. I haven't read them, so I don't recommend them. The only other one that I was recommending people read big way is this one here, The Culture Code by Daniel Coyle. If you like trading in any way, the way that I do, where you're trading off of macro psychology, how the market as a whole moves as a large group of people, Culture Code is an absolute must read. It has absolutely nothing to do with stocks. The book is not a financial book at all. It is a psychology book.
Hey, Lenny, I was wanting to get your take on this on my DK indicator. It's citing that apparently any sort of streaming or video production stuff,
Yeah.
as we're going secondary lockdown, is probably going to be a relevant play in the next 3-4 months.
Uh,
Or relevant?
What?
Irrelevant or relevant?
Relevant, because it's been spiking with some new candidates for the DK. And these new candidates are making a lot of YouTube videos and saying that they're becoming streamers and stuff.
yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep doing me.
Well, I'm just like wondering. It's just like I don't think Logitech is a play, but I'm just curious. Like, what would be something that I could take that
Logitech wouldn't be
is
bad.
sort of utilized?
They're the bread and butter for the cameras everybody uses for their desktop anyway. Adobe
They're
would be a big one.
garbage.
I would definitely look at Adobe. Premiere is kind of the bread and butter of the industry too, right? I would look at Adobe. Do I think Best Buy will crush? Yes, absolutely. I have a really hard time seeing how Best Buy doesn't crush.
Actually, that's a good idea. I should actually look at Best Buy and Corsair and stuff like that too, because most
Yep.
of these guys will want to
Elgato.
build new equipment.
Elgato is Corsair. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, yeah. I totally. I was the one that. You know, it's funny. I was the one that brought that up. I totally forgot that.
Yeah. All right, guys. I mean, look at Waiter. Look at her go. I'm so proud of her. She works so hard for her money. You better treat her right. Yeah, the only thing that Best Buy didn't do as well as GameStop was it didn't get declared an essential service at the gate. GameStop declared themselves an essential service, and the cities across the U.S. went, "I guess so. I guess they're an essential service," and they just let them slide in there. So guys, why is Waiter up? Because despite all the positive hype around the vaccine, the reality is over Christmas we're going back into lockdown. There's not going to be enough vaccines into April to stop a Christmas lockdown. So that's happening. Mara's running again. This thing is disgusting. It's up to almost $4 now. AMC is up, which is interesting to me. I had expected AMC to decline, not go up, because they are fucked. Movie industry, by the way, guys, it used to be the standard contract agreement was 85 days or 5 weekends before you would release a film to streaming or mass distribution. For those of you that remember the Blockbuster days, that used to be the arrangement, 5 weekends. Now they're cutting it down to 2. Opening weekend, following weekend, and then you can release your films anywhere. That looks to be the new agreement between production studios like Universal and Disney and major theaters. Disney is also considering just saying fuck the theater and going completely to Disney Plus, and that's where you'll go get your Disney movies from now on. You won't go to theater to see them until theaters recover, which is kind of a big deal. So the whole board is green except for GDRX, Zoom. I think Zoom's would buy the dip, by the way. Levels on Waiter. What do you got on levels for Waiter there?
Ooh, what's the price of GTRX?
37.70. It's a buy the dip. It's down 3%. I'm with Reader on this, guys. It's not a play that I'm in. I'm in CBII. They're similar plays. They're not identical, but telemedicine is a thing. It's a thing now. Does anybody doubt that that's a thing over the next 5 to 10 years? Is telemedicine? You can see twice as many patients. Like my price point on Waiter is $8 to $10. $10 if we're talking buyout, $8 if we're just talking through their Q4 earnings.
If you're talking about TAM, I'm gonna have to throw a rager here.
No, that was Waiter. He was asking about Waiter. Yeah, so TDoc, CBII for you Canadians out there, GDRX, those are all good. Yeah.
The big guy is at $4, but I see 371 Goldman Sachs is sitting there, 374 Goldman Sachs is sitting, 379 Goldman Sachs is sitting there. This looks like, one of those quote unquote, remember how I mentioned the suppression algorithms?
Yeah.
Because you got that on the upside, and the downside you got they first appear at, if it stops moving, 359, 357. Let's see.
Guys, with stocks like Waiter, it's important to zoom out from the day, because oftentimes a lot of people's charts look like this. 1 day, 1 minute, okay? And I know a lot of people are losing their minds right now if you're watching the 1 day, 1 minute chart, because it's exactly that, Mr. Trolley. Troll. I don't know. Troy Lil. But when you look at this, you're like, holy crap, it just died. Pull back 5 days. Go back a month. Go back 6 months. Okay? 6 months ago, Waiter was 250. It's 373. We okay. Like, early market shenanigans into Black Friday week. I don't like this week. This whole week is going to be a shit show. Later this week, though, guys, a bunch of us are going to be recording podcasts. I don't know how many of you remember back in the day we used to do a podcast. This is going to be completely different because it's a completely different group of people, but we are going to start doing a weekly podcast for you guys. I think I'd probably like to do it on Fuck Wednesday, but we're going to play around with when and if we record it. But we are going to get around to doing a podcast, and it's going to be just a bunch of us shit talking the market. Whole bunch of different topics. We'll probably look at to our communities to give us some insight as to what you guys would like to hear us break down. But I'll let you guys know when we drop that first episode, and you guys can check it out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun when you have the people that are going to be on it. Most times, Martini and I give us enough shit to kind of stew over, but Exiled and Redemption and Hitch thrown in there as well. Yeah, see, there it is. She's on her first copy, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, Rita. So I saw an interview that Palantir CEO did with CNBC. I like him in a criminal way, because I've never really looked at anything other than what you guys have told me. This is the first time I've seen what he looked like and everything, and what he was talking about when they were questioning him. Um, he seems like the kind of guy who kind of says that we don't do something, but he actually does do it because, he can't stop it if they give him the information and he quote unquote does the modeling for it. And it seemed like that CNBC interview was more like a pitch, like a shadow pitch to people, rather than actually like him talking about his company and what they do, and just like an interview process. It seemed like a subtle pitch, in my opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this market and trying to figure out what the hell's about to happen this week, if I were you guys, I would be taking a serious look at retail stores that you think are going to do well on Black Friday. Man, this cough. If you can find a buy the dip retail store that you think is going to do well into the Christmas season, now would be the time that I would be taking a look at that. Everybody's kind of on the vaccine trend today, so they're not really watching retail sector at all. I really think that we have a solid play on the retail sector if you get in sometime today. Now, that's not financial advice. That's just my opinion. Disclaimer in chat there. But yeah, the retail sector right now, guys, there are some players that I know are going to do well. Nike, Lululemon, Walmart, Costco. I would probably play Walmart more than Costco. Foot Locker seems to be consistent. You got the gaming sector again, guys. Gaming sector is looking really good. Activision, I'm a fan of. I would probably stay away from Project Red, seeing as their OTC. Again, OTC is a risky game to play, but if you're going to play it anyway, Nintendo I like better than Project Red.
Wait. Aren't you in pink sheets all the time? This is ironic.
Yeah, but I do it knowing the risk.
Oh my god.
I do it knowing the risk. I don't think I'm currently in a pink sheet. Oh no, is iPix OTC? iPix might be OTC.
Yes.
Yeah, weird.
iPix might be OTC, but other than that, I'm not in any OTCs.
Here comes my COVID results. Just came in after that Friday from that guy who got tested positive. I am, drum roll please.
Negative.
Yep. Yeah. I go for another one on Tuesday. So.
Really? Yeah. I'm the one who gets to.
Well, I mean, like, to be fair, Rita, I'm naturally distrusting of people, and I just, I keep a natural barrier around me at all times. It's socially and physically.
I make people socially awkward and just give random strangers hugs and then cough as I walk away.
I talk to them about how, they're basically getting screwed by their broker, getting screwed by the union, getting screwed monetarily, and being really stupid with their money, and they just, walk away because they don't want to hear it. So I'm like, okay.
There's the tip rings, guys. There's the tip ring, guys. There have been some changes to the portfolio. You'll see that certain stocks that I was in are no longer there. PEIX especially. Waiter is there still. Mattel's there. ACRX, those are the three big holdings, 25% apiece. DGLY, I've got a 10% holding in. I think, guys, December 15th is 0 hour, right? December 15th is when the Electoral College gets together and they vote. And this is when shit officially hits the fan. Okay? And a lot of people are saying, no, there's not a big deal. Trump's already lost. That's fine. That's what it is. Tell that to the people that are still out in mass parades saying Trump won the election. When the Electoral College gets together and they vote Biden in, which everything that I see says that's going to happen. So, I'm not playing in crazy town and conspiracy theories here. Okay, what I'm seeing is the Electoral College is saying that this is going through, short of the Supreme Court swooping in and negating all votes counted after the night of the election. Biden's going to get this office. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of people in the country, 73 million people, that have a different opinion on the matter, and that for me is going to lead to, we'll call it unrest at the best. Okay. And whenever we've seen unrest this year, whether it's Black Lives Matter or political campaigns or people just want to burn buildings down for whatever reason, DGLY does quite well. Also, into lockdown, DGLY now has their thermovision tents, so they get to play on COVID lockdowns too. So DGLY currently is at a super affordable price that I'm a big fan of. I think it was down in the twos. Yeah, 227 right now. Okay, guys. This at one point went up to $7 on the initial lockdowns. I think that this continues to head back up towards that number. I don't know that we hit $7. Military announcement should be happening this week. Vince was saying that ACRX was expecting the announcement November. So we're in like the last week here. We're heading into Christmas season. I got to expect that we're getting those military orders in. I've kind of resolved with ACRX at this point to lock it and leave it and just forget that it's there. There's nothing that I see on this stock that tells me to get out. Nothing. They're increasing their sales like crazy. They're profitable. They're reducing their production costs by 60%. They've got 3 sales teams selling it. The government's all in on their drug stockpile. Like all the ducks are in a row. I'm not leaving because it drops 40 cents, 50 cents. I'm not going to miss out on dollars to the upside because of cents on the down. So yeah, I'm on it. I'm in it. I'm staying with it. Not going anywhere. Cars is up. That's not a surprise. That space is up is a surprise. This makes no freaking sense to me. One Life Texas. Thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. But yeah, space, guys. Space is nutty to me. This thing has got to fall. Like, there's no reason for space to be up. They can't launch until New Mexico decides to not be locked down. And let's go to the New York Times. U.S. lockdowns. Let's see how we're doing. New York Times
You're just mad
restrictions.
because you got out of it. That's all it is.
Which one?
Space.
No, I made $1,500 on it. I'm not mad. Why mad? Made tendies. I'm not mad about money. I'm just looking for the next buy-in, and I've got puts on them into January. Let's see. AMC apparently has some positive news. I don't understand how Cinemark gets positive news and AMC is just saying that, look, it's good news for us too. I don't really buy that logic, but Mattel's got bulls on it. Okay, so guys, I was in FTAC last week at $1, sold at 10% gain. That shit is $1.16 now, and my FOMO's through the roof. I try not to have FOMO when I make money. I mean, and that's a practice from as a consultant where I'd go into a contract and I'd negotiate what I thought was a pretty good contract, and then after the fact they're like, oh well, we would have paid you at least 10 grand more. It's like, well, I'm not gonna moan about missing out on the 10 grand. I got what I thought was a good deal of it. I was okay with that. What's up with that? So with waiter guys right now, on days when you get vaccine hype, vaccine in people's mind means no lockdown. I'm just waiting for the reality to kick in that vaccines aren't going to fix the problem through winter. And over the next couple weeks, people are going to come to that realization as the FDA rolls out approval and EMA rolls out approval, and then all of a sudden the headline is not enough doses to do jack shit. Country's still going into lockdown. And that's when waiters are really going to start to move. But waiter was going to move up anyway seasonally. Food deliveries tend to go up into winter months where people just don't want to go outside. Yeah. 10% on a play is good. That's great. This is one of the things that Rita taught me early on was a win is a win is a win is a win, and you always have another idea. There's another play. Just move to the next one. Yeah, I'm not so sure about holiday travel. I don't know how many people who's traveling over the holidays in the States right now. Anybody going to meet family or travel interstate? I know international travel is pretty much out, but anybody traveling over the Thanksgiving weekend? Nobody in chat? Not one? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not so sure about travel. Okay, Switzerland to Germany. Yeah, that's Christmas. Yeah. Over this weekend, I don't see there being a ton of travel. The bigger concern for me would be the Black Friday sales. What the heck is going to happen during Black Friday sales? I wouldn't be surprised if coincidentally there happened to be some protests on Black Friday. And I say protests with the bunny ears, right?
No, I'm not gonna go see my family because I'm not gonna risk my 7-year-old aunt to me being exposed to COVID on the way there.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
And I think that's the case for a lot of people. Typically, when you get together with a family, there would be elderly involved, and nobody wants to get grandma dead, right? I think that's a thing. Okay, so guys, this is what we're looking at right now as of the 21st. So as of Friday, this is what the lockdowns look like. Businesses in Washington, Oregon, Minnesota, Michigan, Illinois, Kentucky, New Mexico are mostly closed. Okay, anywhere from New Mexico to Colorado, and then back down to Florida. So this kind of section of the country, this is Waiter. This is Waiter's bread and butter. So as more and more of these get locked down, the better off it is. So Louisiana was the more recent one, but Kentucky being closed is good for them. Tennessee will be the last holdout. They refuse to ever close down anything for any reason. As far as mask guys, we have mandatory mask orders in place in some of these states, not all of them. Again, that Tennessee doesn't have any restrictions is not surprising to me. What is surprising to me is Florida. I would have thought for sure Florida had the mask thing going, but apparently they don't. The only states in the U.S. right now that have stay-at-home orders in effect with curfew are Puerto Rico, Ohio, New Mexico, California. New Mexico, guys, this is the space problem that I have. Space cannot do their launch until this lockdown gets lifted because they currently can't have more than 4 people inside the building. You cannot launch spaceships with less than 4 people monitoring everything. It's just not going to happen. This is not something that you mail in from home. This is not a remote job that you can do. Let's launch space shuttles remotely. That will never get approved. So this is in place now, and it's not going away until I would expect April, which means space is good to go to decline right back down into nothingness because it can't do anything. My space, I've got space 18 puts for December, end of December.
Hey, Rita.
And April, I'm looking at taking space puts.
Rita, what do you think of SPY 360 calls?
Oh look, oops, I was on open mic. My bad.
Biggest contract, sorry, most active contract and the one with the largest open interest on there.
All right, let's pull up the tip ranks here, guys. What's your time frame for Waiter hitting $8 to $10? If a buyout news gets dropped, I think it's going to get dropped around the DoorDash IPO. You'll probably see it before the new year. Otherwise, it'll be into January, February. It hits around that. But again, I'm not rushing in or out of this thing, right? I got time. I'm gonna hold on Waiter for a while here.
Jesus Christ, Nicola! Nicola just jumped up $1.
Again, I honestly think GM is getting poised to dip on it. Dollar Tree before earnings. Okay, so this is on summer, right? This is their summer performance. I don't know that Dollar Tree does so great on their summer performance. Typically, they do quite well in Q4 with people throwing parties and whatever. I don't know that that's still going to be there. Did I see the GM news? No, you can link me. Link me the GM news. Did they just get approved from GM? Or did GM say, "Cuck it, we're going to work with a whole bunch of EVs"? Because last I heard, GM was considering working with a whole bunch of.
No, it's not new. website.
That they thought was something to do with Nikola, right?
I mean, the biggest telling thing is that they went to the fucking hydrogen conference and didn't mention Nikola at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think Mary did well in getting GM injected into these conversations with this, but that she's not locked in, that she's not having to go through with this is great for her, because I would just ride this out, keep people holding their breath and watching GM with each passing day on this, and then make news that you're going to work with somebody else who actually has something to work with, right? Yeah, my price target on Waiter is $8. US tells GM to recall nearly 6 million trucks with inflators. Okay. Good old GM, high quality US vehicles. All right, tip ranks, guys. Let's see how we're doing here. I put the portfolio in there earlier, guys. You can check out the portfolio. I keep this updated so you guys see everything that is currently in there. You know, which sectors I'm in, what I'm playing, what the equity looks like. Right now, this is saying 12 month returns are looking at about 28%. It's definitely more than that, but we only started tracking this recently, accurately. Well, as of May, accurately. But as of May, we're doing all right. This month is looking kind of nutty right now, actually. I'm up 30.5%. The S&P is up 8. So it's been a decent month this month. Redemption, what's your rank looking like?
I am 67,000.
Oh, so close.
You know, it's funny because like, what was it? You're, oh yeah, you're basically matched with me now for the gains because I was in like 28% or something like that, and then I jumped up to 31, and then yeah, you're basically just a smidge behind me. I find this site really stupid because like you know it says that my portfolio is underperformed, but it's not. It's not include. It doesn't have options, and if you look
Yeah.
at my options, like I'd be stupidly up even higher because not only the options plays that I have, but the coverage I have on some of them would have done very well.
Do I have to pay for this? No, I reached out to Tip Ranks directly and asked them if I could use the tool on stream, and I wouldn't pay them for it, but I'd showcase the tool. So I get to use the tool for free, which is great. And I love the tool. I come at least once a day and check it out. Do I know Redemption's tip ranks? I don't. Hare, you're ranked 19,000? Really? Hare, shoot me your link. I want to start following and shadow trading. No, I don't. I'm joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm not, never shadow trade anybody except Warren Buffett.
By then, it's too late.
Look at you, 19,000.
well, to be fair, most people don't understand how Buffett makes his money. So I doubt that they would be able to replicate it anyway.
That's what I mean. When I say shadow trade Buffett, guys, I mean go ahead and shadow trade those billion-dollar backdoor deals that you can't get into because you're not an accredited investor, nor do you have the capital to even breathe in the direction of what he's playing. But yeah, shadow trade Buffett. That's crazy. Look at that. 38 out of 48 profitable.
Rita, Tesla's around 520.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy
All
crap.
I can say is Yamate, Yamate, Rita. I haven't had the time to dump my Nikola earnings into Tesla.
Too late, motherfucker.
Fuck.
Rita, Mara is up 22% today.
All right, well,
like a fucking 4-year edge for me. Okay, it is unbelievable that people finally see that there are certain companies that have IP that just trounce people.
I guess since I can't throw it in Tesla, I'll throw it in Palantir because that interview alone, Rita, I would have invested because of that interview alone.
thoughts on ETM? I'm done with ETM. Yeah, I got out of ETM. I'm done with it. There may still be milk on it, but I think there are other plays that I can take that I'm more interested in.
My stop on ETM is basically around 238. So we breached that. I'm out. I think there could be some more room to run, but whatever. I'm already up like 40-60% on this thing. So
Riot over the past week. Yeah, Riot and Mara are doing the same thing. This is on the Bitcoin run. Yeah, that's on the Bitcoin run. If anything, guys, I'm waiting for this to come back down, and that will come back down once we know that Biden's in office. Once the electoral votes for Biden in office, everybody just kind of breathes for a second and goes, "Oh, we're back to a boring government." Great.
that's true. That's what I was talking about on the weekend. How I think people need to get used to going from a super volatile market to a um, essentially bland and somewhat predictable market. But major news like us suddenly going to war, it could
Yeah, I mean, the big thing that I think is going to change for people is you will no longer be able to do your political DD on Twitter. And Biden has made this pointedly clear. He will not be making political announcements on Twitter. If you want to know what the government is doing, guess what you get to read? That's right, legalese. Get ready to read it. That's where you're going to get it. You're going to have to go to the House of Congress directly and read through bills and do it the way that it's been done before Trump. You're going to have to read a shit ton of legalese. That's just the way it's going to be. If you want to play political plays, get ready for it. And I would still place bio reports as the worst, but bio reports, then legalese, then SEC filings. Legalese is so much worse because at least with the SEC filing, you're getting facts that you actually want to use. With anything from the House or the Senate, it takes them 300 pages of bullshit to say one thing. Like it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare as far as that goes. But
Tell them how
again,
we actually did it once.
yeah,
That we read through the 1,700 pages of bills.
yeah. The CARES Act and the HEROES Act, guys, I read those through. I think the HEROES Act was 1,800 pages. It took me about 3 hours to read through it, which is a long time. Um, it's a long time because you're constantly tracking what's being said and what's going into it and what's not going into it. It's a lot of reading, and that's what Biden has already announced that he's going back to is boring plain Jane government. Don't expect your updates via Twitter, which I know sounds bad. No, hours was right. Chainmail took me 3 hours. I read so as somebody who's been in digital marketing, guys, I at one point when I was reading like 60 to 80,000 social media posts a week in French, English, and some German. And so I got really good at reading really, really, really fast and being able to understand and comprehend what it was that I was processing. So for something to take me 3 hours like that is, I don't speak German, no. But I was able to piece it together well enough that I could understand and interpret.
oh my god. So another flash update. You might like this, millennial, from the DK indicator. So let me get this straight. The government can shut down your business, essentially force you to your knees, and extend financing in exchange for ownership. And they're circling this thing by Dr. Tam. Ottawa provides update and fight against COVID-19. Companies that receive bridge financing must give the government an ownership stake or provide cash equivalent.
Unreal.
I mean, all I can say is that they did this in China. They still do this in China. If you're a company, you are owned by the CCP. Nobody wants to do anything.
For them to introduce that after the loan has already been given isn't going to hold up in court.
Yeah, but you're assuming that, Justin Trudeau will get gone after in court.
No. What I'm assuming is that Trudeau's thinking that business owners are dipshits like the regular citizen, and he's about to be rudely awakened that if you tell a business that they took a loan from you with nothing in the original contract stating that the government gets a share of your business now, and
Mhm.
after the fact you say, oh, by the way, we're adding this in, go fuck yourself. That's not how a contract works. You don't get to just add in clauses after the fact, even if you're the Canadian government. And that's the issue that they're going to have going after people for the initial CERB payments.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, like the retroactive removal thing, but I've always been a firm believer that if you live in their playground, they basically make up the rules of whatever they want in that playground. And I'm not a strong advocate for stuff like that, but it's just the. I mean, in my opinion, that's kind of like how the corruption kind of plays in. I honestly don't think that they're going to like the farmers are going to win that argument.
I think shit's going to hit the fan if they try to impose new clauses on contracts after they've already been signed, sealed, and delivered. All right. Who are the big runners today? Who are the big boys? IDEX up 69%. KXIN, this is a Chinese automotive, that's up 60. FTech up 47. To all the EV boys, if somebody says EV, it looks like it's just everybody all in. Let's go.
Jesus, read at 522 now.
There's a short. There's a short if I ever saw one.
22.
That,
What do you mean? Oh, Tesla?
Yeah.
what the hell is Ideanomics? Anybody know what Ideanomics is? Yeah, Palantir's running as it should. Contact tracing is going to be a thing.
I know Ideanomics. We shorted the fuck out of that thing once.
It's up again.
Are we going to revive the short thing again?
I mean, if it meets the criteria, I think it's okay to take a look at it. I'm just taking a look at what it was to try to understand what it's about. Commercial electric vehicles. It's an EV play. Ideanomics is investing in an e-tractor business. Medical PPE is going to run. It's going to continue to run, and it's going to be a lasting thing. A lot of those stocks are not going to give it back. So where I don't like the bio companies that have played hard into vaccine, because the vaccine is going to be a joke and you're going to have to remake it over and over and over again. PPE is something that I think is going to have a lasting effect here in North America. Yeah, I'm looking at Ideanomics right now. I'm really not a fan, guys, of chasing these EV plays. The only EV manufacturer that I'm giving even a grain of salt to what they're saying is Tesla, and that's not so much for their cars as it is for their energy network. That's true. That's true. I did chase Fisker. That's true. Um, I mean that's half the game, Clavington, with bio is how you manipulate the numbers. That's on AstraZeneca if they didn't play the game properly. The big
Oh, sorry.
The biggest thing with AstraZeneca, guys, is total orders on file for AstraZeneca, 3 billion. Total orders from Moderna and Pfizer. Moderna's got less than a billion, 800 million. And Pfizer has just a little over a billion. So AstraZeneca's got triple. Plus, if there's any adverse effects as a result of mass production of the vaccine, because they've reduced the cost to an affordable government cost, they also are free from litigation. So you can't sue AstraZeneca. They've got government protection, which is something that I think Moderna and Pfizer are going to wish that they had, in my opinion. Johnson & Johnson is too late to the party, in my opinion. So for everybody that was here, first thing out the gate with Waiter, I want you to go ahead and pull up your Waiter again. And take a look at exactly why I don't sweat balls on any of that. Oh no, it fell from the head. Oh, never mind. It's right back up to 385.
Guess what? I found out yesterday. I got a cool little email from people.
Was it saying you were right?
Talking about how you can find, you can see that the big banks are using Robinhood.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, but it's different when it's in a disclosure.
Yeah, that's true.
It's so material that it has to be in a freaking disclosure. What we were doing was so lucrative.
So are we buying the Robinhood IPO then?
I'm not. No. No. Nope. I am not. Not going anywhere near it. So, guys, again, with Waiter, does it look like I'm sweating because it went down in the first 15 minutes? No. Right? And now what's going to happen here is it's going to go towards $4. And as soon as it touches anywhere near $4, it's going to sell again. And we're just going to bounce this window. This $3.70 to $4, we're just going to keep bouncing it until we get news of additional lockdowns. Am I going into Airbnb? Hell no. Hell no. Their IPO filings, yeah. Their IPO filing said that they had 30% of their homes currently unavailable. That's 30% of their product currently unavailable. That's before lockdowns. We're heading into lockdowns. Really uninterested in the Airbnb IPO.
I think it'd be good for like a Moo open day hype, but I don't know.
I kind of want to buy it because I think people will buy dog shit.
That's why I think it's good for a Moo hype thing. Do we know what the opening price is going to be?
I haven't finished my DD on it, to be honest.
Oh.
No, they haven't talked about opening price yet.
A bet on Airbnb is a bet on Martini Rita because she lives in them.
Yeah, it should tell you that I'm moving out of them next month. That I'm fed up. Today was the last day. The fucking rats are back, and I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm officially done. I don't understand. The problem is that people don't put on reviews things because they were only there for 3 days, so they got out of it. You know, they don't put reviews down there because it's home sharing and it's a personal person, and you don't want to be upset about it. But it's terrible. I'm done with it. I still think it's great because it's the only way you're gonna get a big home to rent or whatever, but
autofilled.
I don't know.
So that CBA play did not work. I will not be taking Strangles on bio. That's a done deal. It was a fun strategy to try. Lost 40 on the call, made 30 on the put. That's it for me. I do like this leap thing, though. I think I'm going to be doing a lot more of these leaps.
Exiled is gonna be there for our thing because he has somebody in the hospital, but I'll ask him. Did you hear what I said?
Who?
Exiled?
Yeah.
Somebody went to the hospital this morning. I was reading.
Well, let's wait till fuck Wednesday and do it.
I kind of wanted to get it out soon because Thanksgiving is when everyone's gonna be have time off and stuck at home.
Yeah, but I don't I don't stream it all on Wednesday, so we can do it Wednesday, and I can actually help you guys do the audio editing on it and get it all crisped up and ready to go. We can have it out on Wednesday, so it's ready to drop on Thursday.
Well, why don't we ask him first?
Yep. I mean, yeah, if he wants to call in from the hospital, seems a little cold, but
you don't know anything. I don't know anything. He just said somebody.
he's in chat. He's in my chat. He says, "I'm right here."
Well, I wrote his Discord. I don't want your fucking chat. It's your job.
Oh, this is one coffee martini. She'll be more pleasant by 1 o'clock, guys. I know. It's Monday. Take it easy. Also, it is her job to give me shit. She's one of the few people in the world that gives me shit and is allowed to do so. So those cars calls for March are doing pretty well. Rita woke up and realized it was Monday. I think we all have that.
This is Avis, right?
Cars?
Yeah.
This is the online sales thing.
Oh.
All right.
Cars.com.
I'll be back. I'm going to start my stream.
Okay, cool. Waiter just hit $4. Hooray! Oh no, redemption. Is it going to blow through? Are we going?
What now? What? Oh, WTRH?
Yeah.
I don't have a horse in that race, but yeah, we blew past that $4 that was there earlier.
Interesting.
Goldman's at 413, 420, oh, sorry, no, that's not Goldman, that's someone else. So 413, if it stops moving, 417, 423, 420. God damn it. 423. There's a big guy at 425.
Waiter and WPRT Moon. I don't use interactive brokers for market data at all. I'm not paying them for it. TD gives it to me, and TD does a better job with it. I hate the charts on interactive broker. The only thing I like about interactive broker is that when it comes to options trading, their fees are a lot more manageable for me than TD's. TD wants something like $10 or $12 a trade on options. I'm not giving them shit. No way. Yeah, Mattel's doing all right too. It's trucking away 1540. Yeah, in my mind, you should not have to pay a premium platform and then go use somebody else's charting services. That doesn't make sense to me. The market is closed Thursday, and it's a short day Friday.
They recently started doing that, which is kind of stupid. Well, sorry, not recently, but within the last couple of years, because they realized it's hey, this data is actually worth money. And we should separate that and make more money off this instead of giving it for free.
Yeah, I did see Wonder Woman was going to release on HBO Max. That doesn't surprise me. That's good news for Mattel. It's great news for Mattel. It just means that there's going to be more Wonder Woman hype, and they've got the toy. Mexico legalizing weed is a big fat zero, guys. If they think, I love that all the governments of the world take the same tone of this is going to end the black market for drugs, and the cartels are not going to ever sell pot again because it'll be legal. And I'm thinking to myself, you're insane. You're absolutely out to lunch, batshit certifiable insane. The cartels in Mexico will continue to sell drugs. They will sell them cheaper than the government is selling them because, let's be honest, the government wants to tax it. Black market is not taxed. You just pay what they charge you, and it will come in cheaper than the taxed product. And you will continue to buy it because the cartels run your communities, and the government doesn't really. Yeah, it's great for travel and tourism. You can go and smoke pot on the beach, right? But the reality is, as far as this cutting down the cartels or being a massive tax boom for uh, the Mexican government, it's hilarious. Yeah, Canada was touting, oh, we're going to make billions and hundreds of billions of dollars in taxes on pot. 70% of the market is still buying off the street or growing their own. That's it. Nobody is getting rid of their dealer. You've been with your dealer. You have a relationship. You're not moving to government sales.
Actually, the word is apparently the government shit is crappy. The quality's crappy.
I don't know about
Totally.
Yeah, I don't know about recreational. Medicinal, that's not true. Medicinal is much stronger in Canada than what you would get off the street. But again, that's medicinal.
The only mistrust that I have is that like I don't know what they would potentially lace it with, and that's the only
Yeah,
reason why.
yeah. I would never smoke something off the street if I didn't have a relationship with the dealer, I didn't know where it was coming from, or I didn't grow it myself. Just because when you start lacing pot with fentanyl, which is something that's been happening a lot in the Ottawa area, when you start mixing opioids in, guys, people die. It's just a thing. You pack yourself a fat bong rip, and you don't know it's laced with fentanyl, and you end up dead in the hospital. Like that's not what it's about.
XLF 2749 1.4 million print.
Yeah, King of the Bee. I don't buy that argument either, that newer generations will buy legal in higher percentages. Um, because what you've got is younger smokers are cheap, right? They're cheap. So what's
And they're
cheaper?
broke.
For you to grow your own pot or to buy it from the government? Grow your own pot.
Not only are they cheap, they're also broke.
There's a Vesuvia joke in there somewhere. Just grow your own.
Yeah, no, that's what people have been saying. Just grow your own because it's you can control your product a lot better. Also, Rita, AMD is also up to nearly $2.50 right now.
Palantir's up almost 10%.
Apple is surprisingly down. Fuck. Grab some Palantir now.
All right, guys, let's take a look at what do I want to do here? No, that door shut. Six no love. They wouldn't tell people you can't grow it anymore unless they can prove that that puts somebody at risk, and they can't do that. If they were to do that, there would be shit hitting the fan. Yeah, I mean, who knows what California is going to do? They love to legislate things into the ground. All right, let's go check the news. If there's nothing massive on the news here, guys, I think I'm going to cut it today. We're talking this podcast thing. I've got this wicked cough. Yeah, I got Adamara, so I still think it's going to decline back down here. Is it a live podcast? I don't know what Martini wants to do with it. I'm probably going to go hang out with Martini. As soon as her stream is live, I'm going to send you guys over to her. Just want to check and see if she's live yet. She is. Okay. I'm going to send you guys over to hang out with her, have a shower, and go be a real human being for an hour or two, and then we've got the stream description happening here. But Martini is fantastic, guys. You know her. You know her. You know what it is, right? Let's send you over to Martini here. Have an amazing day, guys. Keep watching what you're watching. Remember, guys, I am very bullish on retail today. If you can find a retail stock that you like, I'm bullish on it like crazy. Thoughts on Apple? Apple into Christmas. I think it's gonna go. I think it's really solid. Yeah, I do. I like Apple. I think we're raiding. Are we in there? Did we raid?
Yeah, you're there.
All right, cool. All right, guys, have a good day. I will see you tomorrow.